In a previous video, we showed you how to create relational database tables using our digits. In this video, we'll show you how to query those tables, to save your results, transform the data, and to join results with other tables to get the data you need. So bring up the browser and go to the Database tab. Here in our default database, you see we have a few definitions, a connector to a SQL Server Express edition, along with a few tables that we've previously created, a capitals, a customers one with a view against that, and another one of our friends. If we double click on any table, in this case the million row 10 column table, you see it does a select all. We previously created this view against that. In this case, it's going to give us a few of the columns, the name, address, city, state, zip, where the email ends in gov, so our gov emails. If you double click on the view, you'll see instead of the million, we only get 166,000 rows, and every one of these ends in .gov. If we want to sort on any given column, we can just click on the column header, and it will sort either descending or ascending for those values in that view. Now, to show you how this is done, let's go and create a view against one of our tables. So here's our 750,000 6-column table. If we double click again, we'll see everything, all 750,000 rows. But maybe we only want to see, for example, people whose name starts with the letter T and they live in one of these cities. So let's right click on the table and select Create View. So in this case, let's say we want people with T names and let's say R cities. So we want obviously let's see their names, address, city, and state. I don't care about the phone number or email address. Create the view. Want the name to start with the letter T. We hit the split, and in this case, it'll give us an OR. We want to make this an AND. And the city starts with the letter R. You can show the SQL, and it will tell you what we're going to select from the table and what the condition is if you want to see the SQL. Otherwise, just click the OK, and now we have a view. We just double click on that view. You'll see all 1,047 rows where the name both starts with the letter T and the city starts with the letter R. We can create a different view. Let's say we wanted to we want people in C states or have East addresses. Maybe in this case we want to see everything, all the columns. Again, we're going to split, but we'll keep the OR this time. We want to have the state start with a C, or the address contains the word East. Again, we can show the SQL if you like. Otherwise, save it and double click. Now we get 187,000 rows, and every one will either have an East or a city that starts with C. So if we look down here and we find a West, probably has a C. Here's the South. That one starts with a C. So just that quickly, we can find subsets of our tables and show you those results. The results that we get by double-clicking either on a table or one of the views is a memory-only structure that we create called a result set. So if we want to go back and look at just the stuff we previously queried from the tables in memory, we can just come and click on them. Let's say we want to do a join against. So here we have our result sets with all of our cities and states. And here we have a capitals in which we match states with both a capital and a governor. In this case, I just took the state name, added a Mr. in front of it to indicate the governor. So, take our results for the 750,000 row. We say we want to add that as a join candidate. And we take our capitals, and we're going to join with that. And we're going to join where the state is equal to the state. We only want to join on one column here. If we wanted to join on two separate columns, we could specify the second column. In this case, we'll just do state. This takes a minute to join now all 750,000 rows. We successfully joined the two tables, and now we have the results. If we double click or just click on that, you'll see that not only do we have our original 6 columns, but we have a capital and a governor now. So for Missouri, we get Jefferson City and Mr. Missouri. For Salt Lake City, or sorry, that's in Nebraska, we get Lincoln and Mr. Nebraska. Now, any of these results can be saved back as a persistent table. So let's just double click or right click on this and say save to table. And we'll just call this test. That's going to save all the contents of that result out into a new persistent table that is completely separate from these other ones that we previously queried. Takes a few seconds to write all those rows out. So we see we wrote out almost 6 million individual cells. And now we have this test which has 8 columns and 750,000 rows. So if we delete all of our previous result set, that test table still exists. If we double click on it, there's our 8 tables, 750,000 rows. It has the join of our information already in it. So now you can see now how to create tables, to create views against those tables, to save the results from a view, to join results from more than one table, and save that out as a persistent table in our database. Thank you.